On the 23rd of September, hundreds of thousands of Ukrainian Protestant believers celebrated Thanksgiving Day. It was organized by 22 different evangelical Protestant churches. Downtown Kiev was flooded with guests from Ukraine and around the world who came to thank God for the country, family, and the harvest. The first Thanksgiving Day in Ukraine was celebrated in 2017, where it is estimated that 300,000 Ukrainians gathered in the city center. The experience of last year's holiday inspired organizers to repeat the celebration in 2018. Participants in this year's celebration talked about the achievements of the Ukrainian Protestant movement over the past year. They were also encouraged because of improvements in laws regarding the churches. One of the main events of the day was the announcement of the intention to create a public association of all Protestant churches with the goal of creating a path for Christians in Ukraine.
These Christian movements are needed that will strengthen spiritual values that develop the country. That is why we put emphasis on this union. We can unite our efforts and initiate the process of creating an organization that can defend our interests in all spheres of society, including speaking to public officials, the state, and society. This project is not the initiative of politicians or the government. This project is a joint initiative. We are called to be salt and to carry our influence into various spheres of life, to be the salt without which society will decay. It is decaying because of corruption, injustice, abortion, crime, alcoholism, and drug addiction.
According to the leaders of the Protestant churches, the beginnings of this new movement started 2 years ago, but only now has the movement gone public.
This is a very important year for us. What has happened today never happened last year or the year before. A conference was held which gathered leaders from all leading Christian denominations to serve Christian growth in Ukraine. Together we are building a Christian country.
In addition to the program and concert, thousands of guests participated in sports competitions and street food festivals, won prizes, and visited various interactive photo zones. The festival had 12 different locations where there were various themes, and physicians, chaplains, psychologists were all available for consultation. And there were also special programs for the entertainment of the children. From American skateboarders and bikers performing to a giant map of Ukraine made out of fruit, there was much to be observed at this festival. One station had a place where you could write out Bible verses, because 2018 is the year of God's Word in Ukraine. At the festival, a new record was set as Ukrainians displayed the longest flag in Ukraine. It measured at 250 by 6 meters. As soon as the gigantic flag was unfolded, the anthem of Ukraine began to play on the square. Hollywood actor Stephen Baldwin, motivational speaker Nick Hall, and British singer Martin Smith also had special performances. The guests emphasized the benefits of gratitude and how it reduces stress and improves life.
I think having days to celebrate just life is important. I think there's so many opportunities around us to be worried, anxious, stressed. I think taking a day like this to be thankful for life, for family, for where we live. Been here maybe 6 or 7 times. I just think the people are amazing. I've traveled by bus, I've traveled by sleeper trains, I've been all across the country, and I just think all of it's beautiful. I think from Kyiv to Odessa to Khmelnytskyi, there's just so much hope, and there's so much, I think just the people are hardworking people, they're good people, and I just tell people all around the world about my friends in Ukraine.
Well, we've got a lot to be thankful for. It's amazing to be here in Kiev today. It's great that you have an annual Thanksgiving Day, and God is not dead but he's alive, so it's great to be thankful for what he's done. I think that's what we are here on the planet to do, is to worship him, spirit and in truth. So we need to send him a lot of that. Well, I think it's great when you get people together, isn't it? When you get people together from different walks of life and you get them together and you sing together, it's a really powerful thing, and I love that. It's great unity. I married an amazing woman got 6 amazing kids, and I get to play music, so I'm very, very thankful.
Слава Ісусу Христу!
Thank God for our country, for children, for the church. We thank the head of state, the president, for signing the decree of celebration of the 500th anniversary of the Reformation. We also thank all the men who work in the most difficult situations and fight for Ukrainian independence.
The followers of Luther came to the Ukrainian territory during the life of the German reformer. The Protestants created the first schools and printing houses in the land. A new page is being turned in the modern history of Christianity. Evangelical churches are developing charitable activities, serving the poor, and engaging in moral education of the population to strengthen Ukrainian families. Believers in Ukraine are grateful to God for the freedom to believe and practice their faith in accordance with the Bible. Next year's Thanksgiving celebration is already marked to take place on September 15th, 2019.